Hello, my name is Makith and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the best value Forge World model you can buy with your money based on the amount of points you can get. The idea for this video came about when I was chatting to someone about the Tau Tauna Titan Warsuit, pronounced horribly, and they were considering how much points they could get for their money. I pointed out that my Porphyrion was significantly worse and I thought, actually, what is the most effective points you can buy for your money on Forge World? Before we jump into the top 10, I just want to cover off the few criteria and caveats that I use when selecting and assessing the models. Firstly, the models must be fully resin. The part plastic, part resin models are obviously cheaper, therefore they will look better value, more efficient for your pound costs than the fully resin models, so therefore they have been excluded. Secondly, their entire model must be for sale. Unfortunately, that meant excluding things like the Squiggoth for orcs because you could only buy the Squiggoth but not the guns that go on top. As for the caveats, I've gone for the highest point loadout, not the best point loadout. This is to see which is the most value from a purely mathematical point of view and not an endorsement of what's actually good and what is not. The other caveat is I don't have access to all the rules, so unfortunately I've had to miss out some Imperium units such as Admech and Imperial Guard as I don't have access to assess their point cost. Therefore, there may be ones that I have missed that are higher point value, but without further ado, let's get into the top 10. First up, we have Lord Zufa the Impaler of the World Eaters. He costs 120 points, £24 for a points to pounds ratio of 5. Initially, I found it a little bit surprising that he managed to make the top 10, as I would have thought that characters and infantry would be some of the worst. However, the special characters obviously cost more points, but cost a small amount of pounds, so at the end of the day, I don't think it is actually that surprising when you think about it. At number 9 we have the Greater Blight Drone, again from Chaos. This costs 231 points, £45 for a points to pounds ratio of 5.13. This is one of the least aesthetically appealing models on the list. Whenever I've been on Forge World I've just skipped over it and I've never seen anyone have one or played against one, so interesting to hear what your thoughts on this model are. At number 8 we have the Falchion. This is specifically the Relic version, not the Hellforged version, as the Imperium are able to take a multi-melter as a pintle mounted weapon, not a combi melter, which unfortunately makes it slightly more points effective, therefore has a slightly better ratio. The Relic Falchion clocks in at 1050 points for £194 for a points to pounds ratio of 5.41. The Hellforged, by comparison, is marginally lower at 5.38. Number 7 sees our only entry from the Imperium God Machines, the Reaver Battle Titan. As this has a fixed points cost of 4000, I picked the cheapest arms for a total pounds cost of 701 for a points to pounds ratio of 5.71. Whilst this is the only Imperial Titan appearing in the top 10, all the other Titans appeared in the top 25%, having quite good points to pounds ratio compared to other models. Number 6 has the most surprising entry, with the Custodes Aquilon Terminators. The most points heavy loadout comes to 306 points, costing £51 for a points to pounds ratio of 6. Typically, Custodes are viewed as a very premium product, you're paying an awful lot for what you're getting. However, having these in the top 10 was quite a surprise. Conversely, they have 4 things in the bottom 10, which I'll save for another video. Number 5 sees our second relic entry with the Cerberus Heavy Destroyer. Again, the relic version is more points effective than the Hellforged version. However, this is slightly different than the multi-melter situation, as it costs more base points. The relic Cerberus costs 752 points for £116 for a points to pounds ratio of 6.48. The Hellforged, by comparison, has a ratio of 5.82. Number 4 sees our final relic entry with the Typhon Heavy Siege Tank. Again, this is slightly more points to pounds effective than the Hellforged version. This comes in at 792 points for £116 for a points to pounds ratio of 6.83. The Hellforged, by comparison, has a points to pounds ratio of 6.59. This pattern with the Hellforged being lower is repeated all through the relic things, with the Dreadnoughts being the same. Our first Xenos entry comes in at number 3 with the Tyranid Biotitan Hierophant. This will cost you a whopping 2,060 points for £284 for a points to pounds ratio of 7.25. This is probably one of my favourite models on Forge World. I just think it looks fantastic, it looks sinister, it looks evil, it looks very Cthulhu in nature, which the Tyranids obviously are supposed to represent. Number 2 has our second character on the list with Irilith, Phoenix Lord of the Shadow Spectres. He costs 160 points, £20 total for a points to pounds ratio of 8. His ranking up at number 2 is a stark contrast to the Shadow Spectre's Exarch, who comes in at nearly in the bottom 10. He is not very many points, doesn't add a huge amount of value, and still costs you £16. Finally, we have reached our number 1, the Eldar Revenant Titan, specifically with Sonic Lances. With Chapter Approved 2018 adding a points cost to the Sonic Lances, the points total comes to £2,120, a cost of £231 for the highest points to pound ratio of 9.18. The Eldar Phantom Titan also features very high on the list at number 15, so the Eldar Titans have quite good value for money overall. The Phantom Titan is huge, and if you've been to the Forge World shop in Warhammer World, you'll see that one of the legs is easily as long as your forearm, if not more. These Titans are massive, and it's quite pleasing to see that they're quite good points to pound ratio as well. That wraps up this top 10 video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and please let me know what you think in the comments below. Please let me know if you think there's any other models that I may have missed that need to be included. I intend to do the bottom 10 as well at some point, maybe not in the next few days, I've been quite busy, but that should come out, which I think will be quite amusing as well. As always, please click the like button and subscribe, dislike if you really want to, and also follow me on my other social media links in the description below. Thank you for joining me, and until next time.